Well, hello again, everybody, as I am Nick Dichiria, joined by Will Stuart, and you can tell the electricity is in the room because we had a power surge as some of our boards did go out there, which is why our game screen wasn't working. We reset the boards that were affected, and now we're back up and going.
I thought I kicked the cable, but no, it turns out multiple boards in the hall kind of went down and had a surge go through, and I think that one of the connectors was the G3, and unfortunately that surged us, so that's why we had an issue and couldn't get it back underway. But happy to be live once again. Sorry, we apologize, but it wouldn't be streaming without a few technical difficulties. But we're back live for NDA Team Dart 2023 live from the Westgate Casino and Resort. We are seeing a team in game time here, which has already played one match on our stream. But we wanted to take a look here at the Phoenix board as we're taking a look at the Radikal, taking a look at the Fire. Might as well take a look at this bad boy as well.
Yeah, share the love. As right now you're seeing Team Hawaii once again step up to the line. Derek, Doug, Rodney, Sonny, and William. I learned my lesson about last names. And then, of course, for game time, we got Kenny, Kevin, Steve, and Thomas. So let us know who you're cheering for, who you got in the chat, and anything you want us to talk about, what you know about these players. Give us the inside scoop, as we're here to bring the coverage for all you folks watching along with us. Kevin Hopper, though, needs 68 to take this leg for game time. Good mark right into the bull, and does not hit a good fall out there. Right now, though, as long as he doesn't bust, that's most important because they're in territory where the other team is frozen. Chris, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sonny, I did not mess up the name, Chris. Don't lie. Oh, okay. I may have absolutely done that. I promise I will try better not to do my Will Stewart name pronunciation impression.
We all know that I'm certainly not going to attempt one, as I would be definitely getting in trouble. If so, I would mispronounce Jeff, let alone.
The boards that we're going to be streaming on today is going to be F10, F11, and F12. Right now we're covering the Team 501 Level 1 round robin. And, of course, we'll bounce around as needed. But that's right now the teams that are going to be scheduled on these boards. So you see K-Dog hits it out there, giving game time another leg on the board. They're just getting everything written down, marking the averages in place, and going to move on to the next leg here.
Yeah, you will see that where our players come up and check out the scoreboard. They are writing down their stats is what's going on there. Those stats are used for international team and whatnot. Everything should be going. Let me check all our platforms here. Unfortunately, I don't believe we still haven't been able to connect to the YouTube page for NDA, but we will be working on that in the background. Yeah, it looks like we are up on all our platforms. Other than that NDA YouTube page, like I said, we're working on that one though, but we are happy to add the new Stream Stack live on there, which is really something I can't tell you how hard we have been working on that in the background. That's why you've been seeing a lot of content getting put out onto our pages, even though maybe that tournament happened a little bit ago. We're putting them out so that we can have a good flow of content for these guys to see. So
it's about making sure that anybody can experience darts, watch their friends on stream, watch them the best of the best duke it out, and every level in between. Does find the low ton on the last dart there. It's definitely one of the interesting points, and it's going to be mentioned several times throughout this week, but I'm going to go ahead and start the conversation now. different players are going to end up preferring different boards, and what board their team's on at the moment might be a big factor. I know for a fact I have my preferences in boards, and I would assume that there's going to be other people that might have that feeling as well, especially depending on what's in their area. So it's going to be one of those X factors in some of these matches. We got Heidi Nelson saying, hi guys. Hi Heidi. And hello everyone in chat. Thank you all for tuning in with us and bearing with us as we got everything up and running. Spanky does find a low ton. And that is a big last start there for Team Hawaii.
Just falling short. This is the cool thing about NDA is it does have the multiple boards. So, you know, yes, you may have an Arachnid in your area and that's it. But other people's only have other people only have Phoenix or only have a Radikal board. I mean, the Germans have a lot of Radikal boards over there. So it is nice to see the different boards in play and makes everybody move around and play on every single board, not just one board you're used to.
It's a really cool experience, as in Florida, we don't have too many Radikal systems, so going out here and getting a chance to play in them and seeing the different UI and elements of the game screen and everything else as a player is super fascinating.
Good looking throw there from that gentleman.
Yeah, and a very well-timed low ton there, because his partner is in pole position to be the first one to set up and out.
Yeah, unfortunately, game time not really in position to take the leg right now.
Well, we'll see if Team Hawaii can keep up the pressure here. You see very methodical setup from this gentleman right here, taking his time, finding position, but it does have that flick of the wrist motion where it kind of does a little twist in the back, but it gives the dart a lot of zip going into the board, which is why you see speed flights on his darts.
Yeah, it looks like a two-finger grip there too. Never been a fan. I'm a full grip, other than my pinky, really.
Yeah.
Spanky, gotta find a couple bulls here. This is a round 4 matchup. We're going to have one more round after this in our round robin. I guess I got to watch the rounds because this is round 1 of the team event. Today is, and then tomorrow's round 2. But I guess they have 5 rounds in this round 1, and then they'll have 5 rounds tomorrow as well to decide a winner.
Game Time did find a 165 setup there, but the 99 goes. It's a moot point. Starting downstairs. Going over to the 19 for double top. Isn't able to find it. Going right to the bowl now to try to lower the score. See a little bit of frustration, a little bit of pressure, which you have to be careful here because Spanky on a good round here can make sure his partner doesn't get frozen. This is very crucial. Low ton is all but necessary.
Yeah, not happy with that first start. Does recover with the second. Can't get it in there with the last dart. So open door here. See if Team Hawaii can walk on through. Great first start. Yes, quality. Leaving the 109. Not the high ton, or not the hat trick, but a low ton, as we see some waves back there from a viewer or a
some waves.
Yeah, some waves there.
I mean, Team Hawaii is going to be surfing on those waves, so don't even worry about it. Huge last start, though, as it does imply some pressure. It does still leave that opportunity of that never say die mentality of getting your score as low as possible. But, I mean, you'd have to imagine the 72 is going to go. Opts to go for the bull double 11 route. Doesn't find it, but last start here.
We'll go 13 bull here. Let's take a closer look.
Sneaks it in.
Barely sneaks it in. That was one hole inside, Nick. My goodness, as it's one on the board for Team Hawaii as they go ahead and take a picture here.
As someone mentioned it, with all the different vendors and everything, then all the different ways stats pull, it's the best to just write it down. It's one of the more optimal ways to handle it.
Well, I do like the picture, too. Make sure that you got that one. It's a little easier to read via picture format. Zoom in on that bad boy.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like things are about to get underway there. This is K-Dog, you saw press the button, but Kevin Hopper to start us off for game time. Kevin, of course, we saw a lot of in our first match. It's a very methodical throw, very consistent though. Does end up getting a low ton there, and that's again going to be that key. Can you consistently hit the low ton? Can you consistently keep your average nice and well to keep everything going? Oh no, is that Will Stuart guy? What's he doing out there? Everyone in chat, I want you to tell Will he looks nice. Give him a little confidence boost today. Type in chat, Will, you look great. And it looks like it's a 1-all scenario. And of course, this is round robin style, so you have to play all 5 games.
They're just making sure that their order was correct before they get underway for this leg. So I ran out there real quick just to confirm score line and whatnot.
Well, hey, chat loves seeing you on camera. They're going wild for you right now.
Get out of here.
Yeah, has Will been hitting the gym? Steven said. I'm just saying.
More like hitting the buffet.
Sean and Blaine saying, Will, you look great. You're getting a lot of love in chat right now, buddy.
It's the pink. It's the pink lady's outfit we got going on today. The beautiful Magic Wear jersey.
Lost Boys Darts tuning in. Someone we got a chance to talk to over there and get to know a little bit.
Definitely was enjoyable talking to Jacob yesterday for a little while out in the hall.
Kevin on his last go-around did find a 102, but isn't going to be able to follow that up right now, and that's definitely out of character, but right now it seems like everyone's kind of having an off round to start off this third leg.
So you can see that better angle there for Kevin Hopper's throw. You couldn't quite see it from that angle. I was trying to pinpoint what his unique deal is as he pulls it across his face to his opposite eye. So it's that. I mean, a lot of people do it, but it's not as prevalent.
It's one of those habits that's hard to break once you have it, but it's something that's kind of rare.
Well, it could be left eye dominant. Is usually what that means is you're left eye dominant and you're right-handed.
Makes sense.
So that way you pull back to that eye. Kind of one that did it was. Honestly, Phil had that little bit where he turned his dart in towards that eye, but 1-1 scoreline here. Team Hawaii looking to make a dent in this 474. A little sporadic there. You saw him verbally abuse himself there for a minute. Oh, it must have refreshed on us from that last time. That's what it was. Yeah, I had 5 legs in there. Let's go ahead and change that up. After our refresh, we had to make sure that everything is in order. So let's go ahead and make sure that we understand that this is a first to 5, or not a first to 5, but a 5-leg matchup. play all 5 legs rather than a best of 3. So apologize on that game screen.
Spanky back up here. A 364 just needs to keep up that pressure with his relative player, the player 4. He just has to stay ahead of that player, right? You have to make sure you're keeping up with your guy. A versus A, B versus B, and that way you never have to worry about a freeze, right? So with that massive point advantage, unless we see a hat trick here, it's going to come down to potentially some freeze territory.
There's a low ton. He's able to forget his last go at the board and just kind of lay in 2 there.
Kevin with another one of those low tons will be feeling pretty happy with that, leaving himself an out, which looks to be the case. A little wild on that last one, but 149 is more than doable, especially because this is a level 1 setup. Of course, there's still the masters above it, but these are some of the best players in the room.
Definitely good to say there, as we've got numerous levels of action. I mean, when you have 250 boards, you're going to have enough players to throw that one, and we are packed. I mean, like I said earlier, you're shimmying through if you're going through the sections.
Well, it's even worse when you're out there because you have the line of people trying to take pictures and autographs.
Get the heck out of here. Terrible.
Spanky just needs to keep that 1 bull around right now to make sure he stays out of freeze range. .330 means a hat trick will do it for setting up an out, because this is an open out format for level 1. Hopper here. First look at the out we've seen in this leg. It's a live one too. Not gonna go. But that's how you do it right there. Prime setup and got that score nice and low. Makes it almost look like it's gonna go 2-1 advantage for game time.
Yeah, it's looking promising for game time here in this leg. But you never know until it's over. Anything can happen here. We do want to give a big shout out to the National Dart Association for all their hard work setting up and running this event. It definitely takes a lot, and man, it's been crazy to see those individuals just running around, making sure things go off without a hitch. Now, granted, there's always going to be a little bit of something, but it's just making those minor errors.
Well, and the staff's so accommodating, right?
Yeah.
They've been nothing but kind to all of us. They take a lot of pride in educating the community, making sure that everyone in the room is having a good time, regardless of what's going on. So hats off to the NDA team for making this big tournament look like it's the easiest thing ever to run when we know it is not.
Yeah, they're doing raffles and whatnot in the background, too, all week long. So you'll be hearing the speaker in the background every once in a while. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this double 16. Well, maybe not as we go back to full board, as I didn't set that one apparently. Let's make a look.
Well, it did go, as Game Time now has a 2-1 lead in the play all.
I left one out. Whoopsies.
It's okay.
Hey, it happens. When you got to
happens.
redo everything in 5 minutes to start a stream, hey, mistakes are going to happen. Especially when you just have an unfortunate surge, which ironically is the first one that we've ever had.
Well, it's always something new, right? I mean, we can spend hours and hours. I know when I run the CSC stream, and you have plenty of your streams as well, we spend so much time trying to be masters of our craft.
Shoot.
But there's something that is always evolving, changing, and everything.
I didn't know what to do with myself yesterday. we were set up and ready by 2 o'clock, and I said, what do I do now? I'm not used to this. I mean, we did tests, we did everything, and then you come in for the day.
Yep.
Sure enough, there's always going to be a couple. But, hey, we'll get off the topic of that and get back to this game. See if this individual can come up here and do. I'm digging the orange. really am.
Yeah, it is 2-1 game time versus Team Hawaii right now. So we're going to see if they can make it 2-all.
I believe that's a Monster shirt there. Yep, it is. Man, a beautiful jersey there from Monster.
Those Monster people are always fun to hang out with.
We get one that tunes in a lot, Mr. Chris Trinidad, so.
Hey, listen.
He's always great. Love it.
He liked me up until I butchered all of Team Hawaii's names, so
well, it was
fun while it lasted.
You got Juju as well that tunes in and enjoys the coverage. And
True.
I'm always a frequent flyer on their streams as well, as they had POL recently, so I chimed in and wanted to check that out and support those individuals. So
absolutely. It's definitely nice to take part in the whole atmosphere and ecosystem of it all.
If Sean Green wasn't there, that wouldn't have happened. Highly unlikely. I don't think he would have known what to do if that would have happened. Side note, though, we are going to try to get Sean on virtually. So he may be joining us here in the very near future, but we shall see. I believe it's a 2-1 scoreline to game time. Let me go ahead and update that.
Team Hawaii is looking in good shape in this leg so far, especially if they keep doing that. And a well-timed hat trick there. K-Dog definitely is going to have some pressure on him. Sitting back at 413 is going to need to find a low ton plus. Well, I don't know if you've ever played in like a team format like this where you're not playing necessarily every single leg, but what would you do to be able to keep up your rhythm if you're not throwing as consistently like as in a singles where it's very easy to maintain your own rhythm?
So that is the factor. I've never played in a team event like this. Well, I actually have, and it was a unique city challenge that we had between Wichita and Springfield steel tip side, but I don't think we had the 4-man event. That's different. To me, I would not like it because I'm an individual that goes off a rhythm. So when you're waiting 7 players in between your throw, that can be difficult. But I mean, so we're seeing it's not a full 4-4. It's actually a doubles kind of format. So that's a little bit easier than a straight 4-man result. I didn't know if anybody knows this, but Jacob Taylor's a big steel tip individual. I know we have some individuals that watch steel tip. He plays nothing but team events up in Newfoundland because that's what they play. So it's 1,001 5-man teams. So imagine coming up to the board, once every 9 players. That would be crazy.
Yeah, that does sound very insane.
Yeah. But to an extent, I wanted to say I would not be one to sit there and watch. I'd be one that walks.
Yeah.
I'm a guy that's always just moving. I don't want to sit there and focus on that because then I get lost in what's going on. I want to just go up there, not think about it, throw my darts, and walk back.
Exactly. It's one of the things where I know that some of these players wish that they could go off to a sideboard and practice what they're playing, but when they're in a match, I mean, you're in a match. There's nothing you can do. It's just that one board allotted for your team area, so you don't get to go off and practice on the side. And to keep that mental focus, like you said, Will, to walk around, keep up that energy level, don't get complacent or too relaxed. One more bolt leaves it out. Does not do so. Kind of keeps us neck and neck.
Looks like we might be hiring Michael for our next event. Michael Ewing to set up our screens. Hey, speaking of Sean, there's Sean Green right there. Yep, team 1001, he says. Sean, we hope you're doing well. School's just about out for you, I believe, isn't it?
I would have to imagine. That time change always throws everything off. But if this 133 goes, I'll let out a B goes the D. Oh.
Just one. We're only allowed 10 maximum for the weekend.
It's like drink tickets. We have to ration them out a little bit here. While not on an out, the crucial thing is you want your player 2 to have a chance to be able to shoot at that 137. You have to try to get out of freeze range. And K-Dog knows it, and you can see the frustration there, as it's not looking likely.
Yeah, he's kind of, as I said, I'm a rhythmic thrower. I can't do the little stop deal. I'm quick to just release my dart, get it out of there, and move on. But some people like that Rob Cross style where you stop and then get back after it, think about it beforehand. Some people just play better like that. It's all about how you play, and still a checkout opportunity, but not ideal.
Well, that got them barely to 190. They needed to get below 199 there to set up the freeze. So the 137 cannot go for game time. All they can do is set up and pray.
Tina asking about how you can watch this on your television. If you're on our YouTube feed, I think you can mirror that to your TV if you have a smart TV. That's the good way to do that one. But if you're on your phone or internet device, try out the StreamStack platform. Head on over to, you can get that easy clickable link. We just posted that link on our Facebook not too long ago. So
yeah, it's definitely something worth checking out. As you can see, 23 does go. Team Hawaii makes this 2-all, coming down to a sudden death leg to see who wins this stage of the round robin.
All of our matches so far have gone the distance. Well, have been 2-2 tied going into that last leg because it's play every leg. So it's going to go the distance no matter what.
But it builds up the drama, the intrigue, Will.
It builds it up.
The players are doing this for the fans. They know everyone who wants to see it be intense. They don't want to see the first 3 and then the other 2 given away. No, we want drama.
Oh, nice. We're hearing that you can go mirror on the USA Darts Facebook stream as well.
Yeah, absolutely you can. So it looks like they might have tied. I think they're both on the outside hole of the diddle. Team Hawaii is going to have to get another one in. And does do so in great placement. There's hardly any room left in there. Kevin Hopper looking at a side angle here, trying to find a pathway in. Oh, and he catches the other side of the barrel. Well thrown dart, but isn't going to go as Team Hawaii seems like they're going to get the start here. Great diddle. 4 darts thrown, 4 darts in the bowl. Both teams itching to go first.
I think one of my biggest highlights for this event is we always have lots of individuals that poke their head in and tell us hello or come on over. Jeff from Radikal just stopped by and said, "You guys doing okay?" "Yeah, man, it'd be nice if you could just give us $100 too." He chuckled and laughed and walked away.
Well, let us know who you have in chat here. Team Hawaii, game time, taking it out. As we've already covered in this same pod, the 80K Fieldhouse team and Bohica. The only team we have not seen yet is I'd Hit That. But these teams are all battling out to see who can make it out into round 2 and then into the finals.
Oh, wow. Getting a little info from the CDC event going on right now. I think it's that Midwest Melee.
Yeah, the Midwest Melee. It's part of the Cleveland Extravaganza.
Matt Arpin, who's been a frequent flyer of our stream lately, who's been on a hot streak, threw a perfect 301 game versus Larry Butler, the first one in CDC history. So we wanted to give a little spotlight and a little nod of approval to Matt Arpin for that one as we tune in a little bit from a different event.
Like it's almost like having the ticker at the bottom giving updates about some of the other things going on. But of course, congratulations for that, as that's a huge accomplishment.
Yes, it is. It is indeed. Hopper, sorry. Looking for the couple bowls here. Does collect.
Kevin Hopper's definitely been the most consistent player I think we've seen thus far.
I can't stress it enough. He really played well. Surprised me when I played him and George Daniels at the Siege. It was just like, man, I'm going to have to step my game up. I was definitely the fourth wheel on that one. It was bad, man. When you throw a 3 and a 7 and then you toss a couple 140s as well, it's like, talk about inconsistency. There we go. Last leg decider. Love it. As this looks like a very tight bracket. these 5 teams are really giving it a go here.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen Ide hit that, but all the other teams we've seen go against each other has been very even keel, a bit of a tug of war per se on the dartboard. It's not been one-sided momentum at any point, and I expect that we'll see that continue on as every team is going to bring their best.
Yeah, big shout out to Aaron Ham, who's joining us on our YouTube platform, saying, "Hey guys," as well as Chris Taylor. He says, Mason and I are headed to Cleveland as we speak. So good stuff. It's going to be. I think we're going to start having more and more tournaments that are going to be on the same weekend in different parts of the country, just because we're going to see more and more tournaments start to play out. And
well, I mean, darts has perpetually grown since COVID. We've seen more and more participation. We've seen bigger and bigger halls.
The proof is in the pudding. We're starting to see even PDC as well as numerous others put themselves in position in the U.S. market, because USA and Canada, the just North American scene for darts is really, really stepping up.
It shows exciting things for the future. As TE here only secures 1 bull. TE and K-Dog fighting it out for game time right now.
You can see just how tight knit this is. 364, 397, 308, 394. Pressure, pressure, pressure.
I haven't seen something this tight knit since I put on my childhood sweater.
Well, you got to remember, Bohica bested game time 3-2, so maybe they're trying to turn that tide and get one 3-2 here on Team Hawaii, because Team Hawaii beat the last team 3-2 as well. So we're tight knit. We're tight knit.
It's very crucial. I mean, to see both these teams know how important this match is and how it can potentially guarantee or mathematically eliminate them depending on their other matches and how their performance is. It adds that extra intrigue. It adds that extra pressure.
Victor Thompson saying, "I need a hey dude count, laugh out loud." Well, I guarantee you about 50% is wearing hey dudes in this room.
I guarantee you will try to get me to Amazon Prime some hey dudes in, because my shoes are slightly damaged.
Yeah, Nick walked in this room with half a sole on his shoe, and I said, what
well, I got all the sole in here. I'm pointing to my heart, everyone.
Who needs a sole in the shoe when you got that James Brown sole in your heart?
Anyways, darts.
Yeah, darts. I mean, this is just a nitty-gritty match here. 394. If he can put in a low ton, that would be handy, especially with his partner on 207.
You can see the pressure here. This is definitely the most nervy darts we've seen from these teams, as no one's really kind of taken a runaway. We'll see how this plays out, but right now the A's are matching the A's and the B's are matching the B's.
Oh, here we go. Another one for a 150, and we hear him yell yes behind us.
And it's deserved. I mean, that's a deserved celebration given that situation, given the timing. That is the type of darts that win tournaments. You don't need to do well every round. You need to do well in rounds like that. With Spanky, can do much of the same pressure-wise. Needs to find a bull in this last one. And he doesn't secure an out. We'll see how much it ends up hurting here. Now the B player here, player 3 on the scoreboard here for Team Hawaii knows my job is to not freeze. My job is to make sure that I can give my buddy all the shots at the out. Vice versa, TE's thinking the same thing over here for game time.
Yeah, that player 3 and player 4 position is just, they're just right neck and neck. It's just trying to put a little distance in between, and there it is. Just a little bit. Hicks is not happy. He wanted that 3 bull count.
$139. While it doesn't have to go, you definitely want to apply some heat on it. First dart going right at that bull to try to bring down that score.
Yeah, that's difficult. Not going to have a look now. But player 2 sitting on 179. He doesn't have that look either, so.
Yeah, but he needs to get ready to tee off. You never know, especially when it comes down to that last leg. Nerves, the shots that are normally easy, might not be so easy to hit right now.
Oh, no. Outside to leave 98. Not the best of rounds there as he scores 41. Hopper with a great opportunity.
That's a good start to it.
Leave a nice one. 39 or bull. He goes bull. Of course, that is the better decision. That's where the skill tip mindset in me jumps in because,
especially in freeze.
That's all I play anymore.
Especially in freeze. Your goal is to score as many points consistently.
Exactly.
It's not as much about the tee off unless it is, will I leave myself an out or not an out by hitting the bull? That's the only time that really should play a factor here.
Exactly. And with it being single out, no harm, no foul, and leaving a 2 or even a 4 and whatnot.
They could set up a freeze here. K-Dog needs to find 2 bulls. And that's a huge, huge shot.
Okay, 98. Not going to have the opportunity. He's just going to have to try to set himself up and hope for a couple misses.
Yeah, to give a quick refresher to the freeze rule, if your partner has a higher combined total than the other team's both players, you cannot take the game out, which means right now the jacket is going to be put on.
Well, if he does take this out, it's an automatic loss.
Correct.
You see there, freeze, lose.
And that's why they went ahead and discussed. Yep. They had a little team meeting. They said, how are we approaching this? So go just try to bring as low as possible here.
Yeah, how would you go about this one, 48?
I mean, I would just shoot a trip 14 probably is the route I would go. And, you know, it really doesn't matter. I mean, double 19 here is the shot. It's open out. You want to get down as low as possible.
Yeah. Just going for that double 19 is what it looked like, just to leave a single 1. All righty. 29 to look for Spanky to win this one 3-2.
To spank it in. And he does so as Game Time comes out on top, 3-2.
Good stuff from Game Time there. We are going to take just a quick look around the room. I don't think we have an active match currently. As I head on over to the Radikal, yes, we are without one. We have not heard a word from our sponsors real quick. We really want to do that and thank them for their help. We'll do that real quick, and we'll be right back with some more action from NDA Team Dart 2023.
Looking forward to it. See you guys soon.
So you want to get into darts, but you're not sure how. We can definitely help with that. We're usadartsproduction, and we've been a dart specialty store for over 30 years. We have the greatest variety of darts in the country. But don't worry, we can narrow down that selection for you, whether you're a complete beginner or a full-on expert. We developed our own Colonial brand to offer an inexpensive line of darts, dartboards, and accessories, so you can get into the game without breaking the bank. Join our amazing community by going to azdarts.com.
Alrighty, we're gearing up for our next match here as we get a little practice throw in, and then we'll be underway here momentarily with another fantastic match. It does look like these guys are not on the Arachnid board. It looks like they're on the one next to it. So we'll see if we've got one coming up on the Arachnid or not, but it does look like we got one coming up on F12, that Radikal. So either way, we'll tune into one of these matches and continue to provide you the entertainment you're looking for. So here we go. We'll be back momentarily with more action from NDA Team Dart 2022. We definitely want to thank you folks for joining us. How about that logo, man? I'm digging the colors this year. Really, I am. Great stuff. But we'll be right back with more in just a moment's time. Don't go anywhere. All righty, folks. Looks like we're ready to rock and roll here with our last round of the Team 501 event for the round robin here. Excited to watch this one happen, as it's going to be, let me take out my headset so I can properly look at this screen here. It's going to be Team Hawaii taking on I'd Hit That. It's our first time we're seeing I'd Hit That in on the stream here, so happy to have them shown off to everybody. Go ahead and get rid of that USA Darts logo. Make sure we're ready to rock and roll here. There we go. We'll pull up our board screen. There we go. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate that, sir. Just making sure we're ready to rock here before we get underway. Get some high fives around and make sure all our participants are ready to rock and roll. It looks like we're going to start our last round of action here for the morning.
And what a way to start it off as we get a hat trick there. Super exciting stuff. That's going to be for the team I'd Hit That. Did you already go over the...
Yes, I just mentioned it was I'd Hit That and Team Hawaii. I didn't go over any names or anything, but I'd Hit That is what, from California it looks like?
Yep, from Desert Amusement. So that's going to be Art Yanes, Artie Jr. Yanes, and then we have Brandon Walker and James Taylor, and of course Team Hawaii with a bunch of beautiful names. Of course, that's going to be Derek, Doug, Rodney, Sonny, and William.
Gabrielle letting us know it's El Centro, California. I hope I said that right there for you. Get on Dason Albert's match. Yeah, we can't do that, unfortunately. Dason's on a completely opposite section than us.
Although I was just at the water cooler top off our waters and ran into him, and I was like, Dason, why aren't you over there? He's like, oh, you'll see us by the finals.
Yeah, you'll see us by the finals. Yeah, we're getting that level 1. It looks like our Masters is in the next section over. So that's the reason that we wanted to provide a little different shot than we have in years past. So that's why we got that lifted camera in the middle of our room to kind of take a peek at that other section too. So
people forget that while you might see some of the same faces on stream, there's hundreds of people in this room taking part in all the fun, right? And we want to get a chance to kind of show off what the environment's like and the aesthetic and vibe, if you will.
Outside, looking to split the difference.
Still going very consistently, though, while not following up with a hat trick. Does have a score in a good position here. Put some pressure on Team Hawaii. See, the last one is almost walked it on the third dart. You kind of have to do a little bit of that pace. You have to kind of slow it down a little bit as you're going through, just knowing that every point is all the more crucial, and you have a whole team of people behind you cheering on. Of course, this is going to be 5 legs, so we're going to see this played all the way through to see how this goes.
I get a game screen up there for you folks. Yeah, solid 150 there.
Looking near perfect. That's the second one of this game.
Yeah, looking smooth.
Andy Dang in chat. What is going on, Batman?
Jerry Porter asking who's on the men's and women's international team. Well, that's a good question. I didn't actually take down that information. I needed to look that up. My plan of attack was to look that up tomorrow for Sunday. So, unfortunately, Jerry already beaten us out to that one. But let me go ahead and actually I'll get that information for you right now, because I believe the National Dart Association did announce that recently. So
I just want to take a moment. Team Hawaii there did something great. The first 2 darts did not go the way you wanted to. You can feel the frustration pressure, and he took the time to readjust and took the time to figure out what was wrong and threw the last dart excellently. Although a lot of heat is coming from I'd hit that right now. They're looking prime position to take this first leg. Only finds the 1 bull there.
Alrighty, Team USA, Chris Grimmel, Lisa Yee, Hunter Smith, Abby Spott, Trisha Romero, Mary Beth Collins. So almost an identical field as last year. For Team USA on the men's side, Steve Diker, Dason Alberts, Leonard Gates, Chris Lim, Jake Smith, and Chip Anderson. So
some good ones
little
there.
Crew there. Yeah, it's going to be a tough team to beat, as both those teams did win the international challenges last year. I think we actually had 2 U.S. teams
yes, we did.
On each side, and they ended up meeting each other in the finals. So it is how it.
You and I could take them.
Ah, okay, 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 Nick. Calm down with that talk. I think we were struggling to hit a 2-5 the other night, let alone.
We're seeing a little bit of nervy darts there as this leg's kind of coagulating together. I'm pretty sure I made up that word. I don't know if that was a real word I just used.
Just throw it in there, why not?
'86, that was a good position to be. First start right at the bull over to that double 18. But pretty much anything is a good route here. We'll see how we approach it. 69, so it's going to be 19 for bull.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, Chris. He said Chip isn't coming. I didn't see him around. Usually he's one of those, and I think I haven't seen Don Gunville either, so I'm assuming he's not going to be here, which is unfortunate for that North Dakota team, because they've been dominant in the cricket and 01 team events recently. I mean, they were first or second, I think, in either cricket or 01 last year. I think they finished first in one, and then Callie Monses beat him in the other one. Matter of fact, I know that's true. So I think I'd hit that won that one there.
That is correct.
All righty, just want to make sure before we throw that score line there. Mal Cumming tuning it in, saying, hey guys, how we doing? We're doing well. Can't complain here from beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. I think you'll be making a trip to Portsmouth here soon, if I do recall, for the Modus Super Series. So good luck to you, Mal. I'll be cheering you on, watching on YouTube.
Oh, absolutely. I've been enjoying waking up and seeing those early morning Modus streams. It's definitely been a part of my morning coffee ritual nowadays.
Jacob Taylor actually playing today as well in that Modus Super Series. So I wanted to mention that one.
This is Team Hawaii starting us off here. Team Hawaii, of course, we've seen a win and a loss from them now. So this is going to be all the more crucial for them. I'm not sure exactly where I'd hit that is, but
it's going to be interesting to see the leg differential between this group, because I think they could not have given us a better group to start us off. I mean, these have been tight niche affairs the whole time, and when you're watching it, that's what you love to see.
Yeah, no one wants to see a blowout. We want to see competitive darts, and right now these players are feeding off each other's energy. And you can see while they are looking serious, there's also a lot of smiles and waves in the room, because these are people also here having some fun doing the game that they love.
Double win. You can go down to the slot machine and win some money too there,
Oh.
as well as here. Why not?
Yeah, you've been having some good luck this year for once.
Hey, don't be speaking that out loud, man.
He's been having some bad luck here.
I got bills to pay and stuff. Cat asking, what is this level? This is level 1. Level 1 match here. So we go to Masters all the way down to level, we're going to check here for you for the team event. Nine levels. So 9 levels here in the team event. Oh, yeah, Mike Maloney saying, reminded us it's Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
It is Cinco de Mayo today.
It's also my grandfather Dominic the First's birthday.
Hey.
So shout out to him. And some person named Carly as well.
And at least B+ commentary, he wanted us to know.
Well, it sounds about as good as my college GPA, so I'll take it.
We got a solid C-level game coming at you right now. We can do better, but hey, we're in for a long one. There's no doubt about that. That's the reason why we're running on a stream schedule. We would have mentioned that. It's very, very difficult to be live the whole time and have useful things to discuss. So we've kind of scheduled it out right, because in the middle of, after this, there's nothing till 5 o'clock. So allow individuals to take a break. Hit the tables, hit the slots, take a nap, whatever you want to do.
Well, a lot of these people are doubling this as a competitive event and a vacation. And it's a kind of a twofer. So getting a little bit of time for these guys to go out and enjoy the Las Vegas culture is crucial.
Another one of those would be handy. Grabs it. Player 2. Playing well right now.
Team Hawaii's keeping up, though, pretty well. This is going to be a close race. It's going to be about breaking the throw and kind of getting that differential on the scoreline. And just a little bit outside, you can see the frustration there starting to set in. You can't let it set in this early in the match. You have to stay focused, because I know for a fact the gravitas of the situation is going to be intense to see how you come out of this pod. And that was a great use of that marker. Caught that outside wire and just worked his way up and over, using that positioning to his advantage, leaving 120 there.
See if one of these individuals can put their foot in the ground here. So far, it's just been heavy player 2 doing the work.
Well, again, I mean, we're going to say, especially because this is level 1 versus a Masters match where maybe the player's a little bit more experienced, there's going to be some players that are going to feel that intensity and that pressure of this. I can tell you for a fact, the first time I walked in this hall and played, I was overwhelmed with all the action, all the lights, all the noise. So these guys are still getting settled in. It's day 1 of however many it is.
There's Jules Van Dongen walking in the background there. PDC Tour Pro in action this weekend. We wanted to mention Nico Kurtz as well. He's in attendance, the German fantastic player.
And Nico's one of those guys that when you see on the World Tour of Darts, he's always one of the ones that does a big wave and does well, and even the World Championships we've seen him perform. Team Hawaii needs to get an outrange here, and comfortable one at that. 110's not necessarily a bad leave, but it's all dependent on if you actually get a look at it. We will see. So it looks like the way this is shaping up, freeze rule will not be a super big factor at the moment.
We do still have some individuals that maybe aren't familiar with the soft tip game. It looks like we got a couple chats that have kind of went out there about why individuals aren't going for that trip 20 segment. The full bull is worth 50. It's a big segment to hit, so you're going to see all your individuals elect to go there. It's much smaller target at trip 20, harder to hit. So why not just go ahead and lay in the 150 instead of that 180?
Well, you also have to think about it when you're playing a fat bull format. That trip 20, you're only getting that horizontal width, but you're not getting that same vertical height. That bull just has so much more real estate and is using so many more combination finishes.
Yep. Over 500 viewers tuning in right now on all our platforms. We're live on USA Darts Facebook and YouTube, as well as National Dart Association Facebook currently. We're working on the YouTube in the background. And then we're also live on our brand new platform, StreamStack.com. It's great to have that in the mix because it puts us next to the sports of cornhole, rugby, lacrosse, and gets our game out there to players that maybe are just looking for something else to do in that off season.
Absolutely. Not going to go here. Does hit the bull in the last dart to keep up the freeze in effect. While it doesn't leave a 1 dart out in fat bull, I do like the shot there for Hawaii 501 because, or Team Hawaii, excuse me, as it makes it so that freeze is going to constantly be an issue in the back of their mind. That low ton does make a difference for I'd hit that, but at the same time, Team Hawaii looking real good. 101 needs to go though.
Gamer Dad letting us know hitting 150 means no 9 darters. I love a good 9 darter. Well, you're correct in that one. A 10 darter would be the best you could do on that side, but we will see, I believe, in the International Challenge where it's split.
Yes.
So
and also it's going to be like that in the Masters division. This is a level 1 situation. Although for open outs, you can still hit 9s after a hat trick. Hat trick, and then you go for the 1080, leaves you plenty of options. See a little bit of frustration there.
Yeah, you definitely could give it a whirl, but seems tough. 20 needed here for the.
Yep, it was frozen, so you set it down to 1 point.
Yep, didn't check the score on that one before saying it. That's the no soft tip side for Will. Just never play soft tip ever because I don't have any boards in my area. Ridiculous.
Terrible, just terrible.
I'm just thinking about buying a couple just for myself to have. Why not? Heavy steel tip in my neck of the woods, so.
Well, you can see that was a little bit of a mistake there. Kind of a little too far in, going for that 9 double 8s.
Yep.
Which, again, this is open out. They don't have to go for the double necessarily, but they're trying to set yourself up in the best regions of the board. You can try to get yourself out of the free situation here, but you need to find 2 more bulls to have a chance.
And just one more time, can you explain that situation for a couple of individuals?
Yeah, so for the freeze rule, how that works is if your partner in this doubles match, if your partner has more points than the other team combined, then you cannot take it out.
So definitely a team game in full effect here. Your partner has to be hitting as well.
Doesn't find it, but of course Team Hawaii is going to get another go immediately because we're on 1 point for I'd hit that, and he can't shoot the outs because 72 is higher than the combined total.
Well, that's why you see him right there. He's going to come up and just hit the button, can't do anything about it, and just move on.
If the 25's missed again though, that 72 can go. This is all the importance of this right now. This 25, you have to stay focused. Have to hit your big singles right now.
I was about to say he had a double look there because he was confused after it didn't kick on over. 25 needed. And he's making it difficult, but just needs the fat 7 and can't do it into the single 16.
That is so crucial. You can see his team have the big reaction there, as that is not what you want to do. 72 definitely has a chance to go now. Double 11. Single 11 will still do it. And he gets it. a way to stay alive. I'd hit that in a leg where they were not in the running. All of a sudden sneaks from behind and capitalizes on a huge opportunity to bring this up 2-0. So now this is going to be for the level 1. It's going to be open out, but it's going to be, I believe, master outs for the other divisions here. For
I think the
Masters, excuse me.
Yeah, the Masters division, that upper level. So this is one step down from the Masters, so they're still doing the single out option here. Definitely, like I said it earlier, I'm keen for the double. I think you could do a doubles format all the way to your level 2 or 3 maybe, but it can cause for some longer games and whatnot.
Well, one thing too is with NDA leagues, right? A majority of them don't have a double out as a major component. You'll see a lot of them have the open out style. So a lot of these players are used to those particular routes that they have been taking. And your routes completely change in a double out and especially a split bowl format.
Yeah, you can see that this is the section of level 1 here, and then we've got our Masters players that are in this section as well. But numerous sections of action here in the background. Let's head back on over to our Radikal board as we just started throwing in the next leg, our third leg of action here.
Let us know who you have in the chat, everybody, who you're cheering for. Team Hawaii, I'd hit that for the last of this round robin for level 1 that we've been following along with this morning. Of course, I am Nick Dichiria, joined beside by the lovely Will Stuart there as I get a little tripped up on my words.
Yeah, your mouth just stopped working there for a second. Blah, 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 blah.
It's something about that Florida man in me. I don't know.
It's too early for that one, buddy. Wednesday's a long ways away.
And a good hat trick there for Team Hawaii.
Got a question about who won between Hawaii and Game Time. Game Time came out on top in that one 3-2. So there's that score line for you.
You can see this is starting to get a little intense. I'd hit that nose. If they win this leg, then they're guaranteed to have a W on the match, and every other leg is just the icing on the top. Does find one bull there. You can see right now, I'd hit that's not starting off as strong as they have been these other legs, and it's frustrating there. That's 6 darts and no bowl secured for the A player in this position. You can see James Taylor is just walking off there, trying to recoup, trying to get recentered. Paul Rogers, you're exactly right. The other legs will help for the seating. It's something very important to keep in mind. You can see another hat trick there as a perfect 10 dart leg is still in the running.
Just a second there, stepping to the line. Making sure that scoreboard kicks over. You can see that intent look on his face when he throws, man.
I'm scared he's going to throw the dart right through it and hit us somehow with how intense that is. Team Hawaii is looking real strong right now. It's up to this gentleman right here to keep up the pressure, make sure the freeze isn't a factor for his buddy that's playing near perfect. James Taylor, though, I expect to do big things here, as you can't count him out for too long. He's a very well accomplished shot that has done some good stuff around. Kind of blocked out of the bull there. Is going to force it through. Does catch the outside of the dart though and does not stick. We've seen hat after hat. I wonder what's next. A little wild there. Kind of got away as some of the pressure of the moment, but leaving out. No out is left at 175. Not in immediate danger unless I'd hit that leaves himself an out right here. Again, just catching that outside wire.
See Team Hawaii just trying to get something to get a leg on the board here, get some motivation.
Well, they're still in prime position here. They're going to be the ones that have the most advantage, and they have to capitalize. Just like in the last leg, Team Hawaii missed the game darts multiple times. They're not out of the running in the match, even though the scoreline makes it look like it's a runaway. It is absolutely not the case, and I can expect this to go topsy-turvy if they play well. See James Taylor there. He brings that dart like almost up to his forehead and then kind of spins it back when he uses his wrist there. Gives it a little bit of zip on his dart.
Looking for another to leave 66. It's exactly what he does.
That's his 8th bull hit this leg as he's been playing very, very well.
Yeah, trying to put Team Hawaii on the board.
And looking likely to do so. I'd hit that needs to start playing around the freeze roll in this situation. Their only focus is going to be scoring, 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 especially when you're into the double-digit out territory for your opponent. Taking his time here, getting composure. Even though you're the A player here, you know exactly where your role is. Your buddy's doing great, he's hitting everything. All you have to do is make sure you do your homework and turn in the assignments.
All right, Nick. Do that homework, why don't you?
Thanks, Will.
You're welcome,
Will's been
buddy.
a day one supporter for me.
I'll be doing some homework on the roulette table later if y'all want some lessons. Come join me.
Paul Rogers saying they should start trying to hit some triples when the bull gets blocked. You definitely see a lot more in the soft tip culture trying to force darts through in situations where you might have a better opportunity going for the path of least resistance.
Well, there it is. Big darts there for Team Hawaii, and that gentleman there, as he pretty much single-handedly won that leg for Team Hawaii. So,
and they're on the board now, 2-1.
now they just want to put this leg down as a win as well, and then we'll go to that 5th leg, tied up 2-2 here. And we're talking big moments here in this bracket, as we're talking small leg differential, and I mean minute leg differential between all 5 of our teams in here, and that would be Team Hawaii Game Time. I'd hit that 80K Fieldhouse and Bohica.
Personally, as a player, I love playing in round-robin formats. I feel like there's so much intrigue. You're not just invested in your match, you're invested in every match. And whenever I used to go to NDA in the past as a player, Darts Live events or wherever else it may be, whenever there's a round-robin format in play, it makes me so happy to see.
Canada, that's mostly all they do up there is round-robin formats. I mean,
a little bit of a slow start there for Team Hawaii. We'll see how much that can get punished. We're going to see some punishment. There's a beautiful hat trick. I'd hit that, has hit that.
Westgate.
Alrighty, sorry about that. We had, you probably heard me because I think I left my mic on, but we had an individual looking for the exit, and he found the streaming area. Well, this is definitely not the exit, my guy.
Quite the opposite. As a perfect game is still on.
You were right about overwhelming. I mean, my first time at this event, I mean, I walked in and I said, oh my goodness, what is this? And you just see 250 boards and all these people. It can be just so overwhelming.
Yeah, the last time I played in this event, I had red hair. It's been that long. Taking his time here, you just have to tee it in. Never say die, find the bull. And he does so.
You can tell that, you know, some of these individuals are not used to each board. You've seen a lot of double takes, making sure that they click the button, making sure that it's going to that opposite player. That's what you're seeing that little hesitation for, is these individuals just maybe are not used to a Radikal board or a Phoenix board or an Arachnid.
Right. I mean, it's even down to how the layout of the game screen is. If you're automatically used to looking at, let's say, the cricket scoreboard on like a G3, it's vertical.
Yep.
Well, it's horizontal over on the Radikal, and it's something that can throw you off when you're so used to just quickly reading something.
And I don't know off the top of my head what kind of boards are in Hawaii, but I'm assuming, I know there's some Darts Live boards
There's a
as
lot
well.
of that live there. Well, that is 8 perfect darts there for that gentleman, as I'd hit that's been running through.
Well, we need to mention, we've had some people asking if we're ready for Whammo. We'll be right after this stream, and our weekend here will end and head home Thursday the 11th, and then on the road Monday for Wisconsin as we head there for the Wisconsin State Dart Tournament, another big one, as they have a ton of boards as well. You got to bring in players in 2 different sessions up there.
Yeah,
that's how big it is.
And the players always love that event. I've streamed to 1 Wisconsin tournament myself when I took care of the Plover tournament, and those players are passionate like nothing else. And of course, if you want to see where USA Darts is going to be next, you can just go to usadarts.live, and we actually keep our schedule on there for what events we're going to be at and what action we're going to be bringing right to your screens.
How about this? Darts Live, Arachnid, and Phoenix boards in Hawaii is what Chris Trinidad says. So, got a good mix, but this is one that they apparently do not have, the Radikal.
All right, well, 96 still on for the 12 darter.
Oh, and still some medalists.
Oh,
Still got medalist boards there.
Trip 15 for Bull, or vice versa. Does go for Bull to trip 15. Doesn't get it on the 12 darter, but does set himself up well. Puts so much pressure on this, on top of the fact that your teammate's also on and out. It's all but certain that I'd hit that comes out on top if they just keep doing what they're doing. Almost hit its 180 there. Is a great 140. Team Hawaii just trying to get back into the leg, put some pressure back. And that's exactly how you do it. You sometimes have to go for those bigger, riskier shots to get that freeze rule back into range. But 128, eligible to go.
Take a big hit. 2 bulls and a double 14. Not going to be this go around. Can still bring us down to 13, and that's exactly what he does. I'd hit that, man. They're trying. They're putting themselves in prime position right now.
The best thing you can do right now is to get that 188 down to 8, and that's exactly what he did. Went right after that trip 20, because if you got it down to 8, it's guaranteed that his partner wouldn't be frozen to shoot at the outs, but fortunately did not connect the way that he had envisioned. The freeze is still going to be in play here for both players.
Good friend Anna Morietta tuning in from the New Hampshire or New England area. Sorry. I guess it would be a little bit more Massachusetts, New England style. But yeah, anyways, Minutemen Dart League. She runs the Witch City Open. She's
very
saying,
nice.
Kidsmill, what's up? Love this stuff, soft tip stuff. We need to get it here. They're heavy steel in that neck of the woods. So,
well, I'd hit that. Takes that 3-1 as we're down to the last little bit here. One more leg left, and the first time we've actually ever not seen a 2-2 at this point.
Yeah, so far we've seen just neck and neck the whole way, but this is a winner for I'd hit that, and this is our first time watching them. They may have been a dominant force in this bracket. We don't know.
With the way they're playing, I would be led to believe that might be the case, as we've got a chance to see every team now. Curious how this is going to play out, as some of the results from other parts of level 1, as there's multiple brackets and multiple pods, in level 1. I know Austin Braswell and his team made it to day 2 in Division 1, and they're ecstatic over there. Of course, we see him in the CSC.
Yeah, you're starting to see, it's definitely not as packed in this area. You're starting to see some teams that are ending their day, so they're going to start vacating the premises. It'll start to be a little bit quieter in this room, as you see. Definitely here. Look at this. I mean, now there's actually a pathway to walk, which is crazy to think, because we haven't had that since 8 a.m.
You're telling me there's room to breathe now?
There's a room to breathe, my man. Well, here we go. We're getting ready to get started once again, as we'll head back on over to our player screen. Watch the dabs happen, a little high fives, and it looks like we're going to get back underway here.
I believe they're flipping for diddle if they haven't already.
And this may be our last leg of the morning session. We'll find out, because I believe all our other matches are already underway in that last round of action. So we will take a moment, though, and make sure of that before we end our stream. So just to forewarn you on that one. Also,
a good comment here from Andy Dang. How can a Canadian qualify for this? Of course, Andy Dang is a Darts Life support player. Yeah, for which I assume you're probably going to be out here on the 11th.
I actually had the pleasure of streaming him and Ed Chambers for a match
there
one
you
time.
Go.
That was a good one. Hey, Andy, hope you're doing well.
Yeah, the Bulldog Biet is his darts team, so and it's for the area of Canada of which they're in. I believe the Vancouver area, if I'm not mistaken.
So we do need to make sure, we'll have to we'll get a little focus issue here. What's that nonsense? Come on now. Oh, that's why I need to hit the right line. Good question on how to get qualified if you're in Canada. I know Corey Thatch is here. That would be a person to hit up. Or I don't know if they have like an NDA Canada situation, or maybe you just reach out to NDA themselves on their website.
It depends. I know a lot of the Canadian players, like when we see players like Jeff Smith qualify for some of this stuff, you'll see them drive down, but he's closer to that New York Buffalo area, so sometimes you have to cross the border too. But I know that NDA is trying to be more of an international dart association nowadays with all the stuff that they're getting into.
I think it was kind of funny. The band last night, I think, was saying international.
They were.
And I was like, okay. Bill Steiner asking if we're going to be at the B&B tournament next month. I did see that was announced. I think it's June 24th. We're going to be very busy in July, so I don't know if we're going to make that trek or not. I'll have to see if the wife will let me go. Maybe bring the streaming equipment. We'll see.
Listen, at this point, we're going to start having your son run the streams, okay? Bryson's on it.
He definitely enjoys the game enough. There's no denying that one.
Patrick asking, did Bohica advance? We don't have the final totals for this. This is the same pod. This is the last match in this pod. And then we're going to finalize totals.
They keep those score lines hidden from everyone so that there's no, like, working with another team. Exactly. They want to try to end that as much as possible.
But once this is over, we'll go ahead and get a finalized storyline for us here. Try to figure it out a little bit and give you guys an update.
Is Michael your roommate? Is Michael your roommate?
Is Michael my roommate?
Michael
Raz?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Raz is not my roommate.
But you do know it.
I've known Raz for a long time. He's he always called me a soft tipper. He's a big steel tip guy over in the Florida area. Can be a nice shot when he's not struggling.
Okay. Well, he was asking about Cherry Bomb. Unfortunately, we will not be heading to Cherry Bomb this year. Just we got, unfortunately, too much going on. We're working in the background. We will say that. We may be pulling in some. We'll just leave it. We're working in the background. I'm bringing more.
Let's just put it like this: keep your eagle eyes out for new news, okay?
Yeah, that's definitely true. Keep your eyes out for some new news from USA Darts.
Well, let's see how this goes as we're getting the last of the players going. This is, again, Team Hawaii up at the line here. Everyone's kind of neck and neck, staying in that 1 to 2 bowl range. And I don't think that's going to change up much right now as we get another low ton, 3 out of 4 of the players hitting them.
Definitely a little bit of a unique throw here.
Yeah, he brings it up to his forehead, then behind the eye line. And you notice not too many players actually bring it fully behind the eye line because it actually affects your eye-hand coordination. You need to have the object permanence of knowing where your dart is.
He's definitely making it a little bit tougher on himself because you're pulling all the way back and then going forward, but
vice versa, you do see another interesting throw with the way you do that little twist with the wrist here.
Yeah.
I do want to give a huge shout out to each and every one of you in the chat. Of course, this is why we're out here, is because you guys keep supporting us at USA Darts. I know Will's always hard traveling around. I'm always in the background working on some type of project or promo for him. And we are very happy to be bringing you coverage of the NDA Team Dart because this is something that's a really cool experience for everyone involved, and we hope you guys enjoy it.
Indeed. Oh, Lost Boys Darts tuning in again. Enjoy that. There's a bull there to pull him to 313.
Everyone's still kind of close right here, but of course this gentleman from I'd Hit That is the one that hit 8 out of 9 bulls on his last go-around, and I would expect to see him keep up that consistency as it looks to be doing so and might leave himself an out.
He does. 158 is going to be the look when he returns. He's been a dominant force for that I'd Hit That team as well.
He has hit that. This is such a huge leg for Team Hawaii to win with how back and forth this pod has been in all the matches we've seen.
He gave the old no look with the last dart.
Love to see it.
Love it. Love it. The old no looker. Wish we had the replay up and going for that one. That would have been one to capture.
This is a battle of the A players right now. All the B players, the people in the secondary position for both teams is just thinking, don't freeze, don't freeze. I didn't bring my jacket. I'm not even going to think about it.
Gotta love that. A little fun being had here in this team event. Can't go wrong.
Here's some frustration there as they want a little bit more juice on it, but a low ton is a good shot in this position. James Taylor, though, 158. He's not frozen. He was going to start the bull there and then probably go for something like a trip 18, trip 18, or trip 20, trip 19, but not a factor now. 97, though. The question is, will he get an opportunity to shoot at it again? His partner's back at 323.
Looks like Matt Campbell is through to the next round over in Belgium as he best Colin Ritz. So congrats to Matt Campbell.
Very crucial to get one more of those. And he does find another bull that might just save him from freezing his partner, which is all the more important. Right now, doing the math here, and this is exactly what this player should be doing. How do I make sure he's frozen? I need to get a combined score under 203. So we'll see. Not going to happen, though.
Yeah, it's been a difficult go for him in this round of the team event. I think he's going to say the same thing there.
Yep. Well, that's 302 combined points, so he needed to hit a load sign and some change. 76 is still perfectly fine, though.
50 for double 13.
More than likely.
Oh.
75 is awkward. Does just go ahead and hit the bull to keep it on the pressure. But now vice versa. Team Hawaii, 1-3-1. Finds the first. We're on a live one.
He's thinking about it. He can go 57 here for 36. He's going to go 51, or sorry, 57 for 36. That's totally wrong. That's just dumb.
Well, that was an
57 would have
excellent
left
attempt.
26.
It was an excellent attempt is what we just saw there. You have to get low now. Have to get low. That bull in the last start's nice, but right now, Team Hawaii can guarantee a freeze here.
Paul Schwindeman lets me know it's 57 for 24, dummy. Yeah. That just shows you Will's not fully here today.
It's all right. Too much hair dye in the booth.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing for me is when you transition from player to commentary is knowing their routes instead of yours. At least 57 there.
Beautiful hat trick.
Yeah, there we go. 45 for 36. All right, double 8.
No, but he was frozen.
Exactly. So Will's just an idiot now.
Listen, hey, being dumb is my brand. You're the smart one here. 15, though.
Yeah, it just needs that single. You can still hit a fat 5 here.
Little nervy. And it flung right out of his hand. You can see the frustration as he throws it in. Because he knows on the other end here, 139 can go. 139 can definitely go. And even with that last start there, as long as the 57 does not bust, I'd hit that is still going to be frozen for the player 1 position. But of course, 57 can go right now. Taking his time to settle into place. Again, you analyzing the math. As long as you don't bust, you're going to be fine. You can't bust in this situation.
And there it is. Big darts there, as you see from this replay as we pull that one up. He took a second there, but ended up capitalizing as he hits it and makes it a 3-2 score line for I'd Hit That. So congrats to I'd Hit That, who's going to win this one. We'll see where the score lines are overall for the bracket, and hopefully let you know. We'll see if we can pull that information up or not. But
well, aloha means hello and goodbye as we say goodbye to that great match right there.
Yeah, exactly. We don't know if we're quite done with the stream. We're going to go check and make sure and go from there. But it's going to be kind of hard to move people or move a team over if they're already in play. So bear with us on that one. I'm going to chug a Red Bull as I speak too, because Will needs to get his math a little bit situated, and that's probably the factor. So we're going to do that in the background. We'll be right back with more action, folks, from NDA Team Dart 2023 here in just a moment. Thanks for joining us. We definitely appreciate it.
Don't go far, folks.
Alrighty, folks, we're going to get you a shot of this Masters match if possible. So give us just a moment to set that up, and we'll be right back. Well, we know it's not the ideal angle, but we wanted to still give you at least what we could of one of these matches. So we're going to try to get a slightly better angle if we can, but we'll just enjoy a little North Dakota action here with our North Dakota boys. So bear with us. We'll be right back with full-blown action momentarily. Alrighty, everybody. Wanted to give you some updates here, as it looks like our bracket that we were watching has concluded, and it looks like Bohica and Game Time will advance, as well as 2 more teams. So let's just do a quick math here. 3, 5, 8. So it looks like Team Hawaii will advance, and then 80K Fieldhouse, as well as I'd Hit That, actually tied. So the winner of that one was I'd Hit That, who, 80K Fieldhouse, who had a scoreline of 3-2 over I'd Hit That. So, you know, we were talking highly of I'd Hit That after that last match, and unfortunately, I don't think they're going on. I think they are unfortunately out of this event. So taking 4 qualifiers into the next round, and then after that it'll be 2. So Sunday is our finals. Tomorrow we'll have another team event where 2 teams will head to the next round. So we hope you enjoy this coverage of the over-the-shoulder look of the North Dakota guys taking on this other team. I didn't look at the who they're playing, just because I just saw that couple individuals that I know are from North Dakota, but we'll get that information for you so you guys have it. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoy this over-the-shoulder shot here, as we wanted to continue to bring you the action live from NDA Team Dart 2023. All right, looks like this is Alberts, Wallette, Lauduser, and Lawrence. They are taking on DSAB 11. DSAB 11 is a German team, I believe, as I believe we had DSAB last year in our international event. So there you go. A little German action versus the North Dakotas here, or North Dakotans here on NDA Team Darts 2023 stream. Does look like this is a last leg, or last round. My apologies. Also in this group is the Milwaukee Monsters Boom Shakalaka's DSAB 1. So 2 German teams in this mix-up, as well as the Milwaukee Monsters, which is a pretty good team as well. So good stuff. We'll see who comes out on top here in just a moment.
You set my soul on fire. In my soul,
Well, there you have it, folks. The conclusion of our first coverage of the 2023 NDA Team Dart here live from the Westgate Casino and Hotel. It's been a great day so far here for us, and we look forward to more as we've got another session coming your way tonight at 7 p.m. PST. Yep. That's going to be 9 o'clock Central Time, 10 o'clock Eastern for those that are wondering. So make sure to tune in this evening for some more action as we are going to have Pink Ladies being thrown, as well as looks like we got doubles 0-1 this evening as well. So looking forward to more coverage of the NDA Team Dart 2023 this evening. We hope you join us as well. Join us, hit that like, hit that follow, smash those buttons, subscribe to our YouTube page. That way, whenever we go live, we will notify you. So yeah, that's pretty cool that we can do that one for you. Just make sure to like and follow us on Facebook and or YouTube, and we'll be back later with more action from NDA Team Dart 2023. Thanks for joining us. Will Stuart, Nick Dichiria. We'll see you this evening at 7 p.m.
So you want to get into darts, but you're not sure how. We can definitely help with that. We're usadartsproduction, and we've been a dart specialty store for over 30 years. We have the greatest variety of darts in the country. But don't worry, we can narrow down that selection for you. Whether you're a complete beginner or a full-on expert. We developed our own Colonial brand to offer an inexpensive line of darts, dartboards, and accessories. So you can get into the game without breaking the bank. Join our amazing community by going to azdarts.com.